Hello, it's James here again from SEO Digital, doing another SEO audit for free. If you want to submit your site, then just comment below on the post or send me a message and I'll get one done for your site. So today we're going to be looking at energyhub.com from Michael. And basically this is a site that's offering supplier optimization services or supplier chain software to make the processes easier between suppliers and OEM companies. So I just had a quick read through just to try and understand what your business is about. So I think the first thing that I wanted to go into was your on-site SEO with a little bit of technical SEO as well. So the very first thing that I looked at was basically your homepage, just to see if you've optimized for your main keywords, and it looks like you do have a title for your homepage, but it is just home and then your business name. So if you're wanting to attract visitors to your homepage, essentially the only way people would find this page right now is by searching for Energy Hub. So I think what you need to do is decide what your primary target keyword would be. So I did have a look at a few, and I don't know which one might be the most relevant for you, but there's things like supply chain optimization, gets searched 70 times a month. Supplier relationship management, 720 times per month. Supplier management software, 90 times per month. Supplier management tool, 20. Supplier management framework, 70. And supplier management system is 40 per month. So I think what you need to do is decide which one of those is the most relevant for your business, and you can optimize your homepage for that phrase by including it in your title here. This is your meta title. I think this is the same here. And then also you don't have a H1 tag, which is basically how it's one of the most important ways that Google understands what your page is about. So if you don't have a H1, then you're making it trickier for Google to understand what the page is about. You want to basically just have something maybe like supplier optimization software, as your H1, and then variations of that in your H2. So you could actually target multiple keywords on this same page. So you could pick, for example, supplier management software as your primary keyword, and you would have that in your H1, and then in your H2s you could have supplier relationship management, you could have supplier management framework, you could have supply chain optimization. All of these keywords you could have on your front page to try and rank for those keywords and bring traffic straight through to your homepage. Okay. So let's just have a quick look at this tool. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's Screaming Frog. And what this does is it actually crawls through your website just like Google can do, just to try and find all of your pages on your website. And it quite quickly tells us whether you've written H1 tags or title tags for each of these pages. So first of all, the first thing I can see is that you've got 22 pages out of 37 that don't have a H1 tag. And as I mentioned, for your homepage here, you can see it doesn't have a H1 tag. So that would be one of the first things that I try and get put into place. And then again, for all these other pages, these could have H1 tags to target your primary keyword for each of these individual pages. Now, obviously, this would be different for each page. So you wouldn't want to type supplier management software for all of these pages. You want to make each page as specific as possible for those target keywords and optimize each page for those keywords. Because if you optimize every single page for your target keyword, then you run the risk of cannibalizing against yourself, where basically Google doesn't know which one of your pages you're trying to rank for that keyword, so it won't show any, essentially. Okay, yeah, so there were a couple more things in here as well, I noticed. So there's every page has got a H2, at least one H2 tag, so that's good. And you've got canonicals in place, which is good. You don't use paginations, that's fine. The meta description here there's 20 pages here that are missing the meta description. So this is more for click-through rate, if anything. I don't think it's actually a ranking factor anymore. But if somebody sees this page in Google, they need a reason to click through to it. So that's why you should get these written with kind of a call to action, trying to get people to click through to the page. Because if you've gone to the effort of getting on the first page of Google for a particular phrase, the next step is getting them to actually click on your listing. So that's just as important. So here, this domain rating, this is basically a figure between 0 and 100 that tells us how authoritative your website is based off your backlinks. So I can see there's only 52 websites that are linking to you currently. So this would really be somewhere I'd be looking to invest in to try and get your domain rating higher. If we look here, see you have started doing some backlinking, but yeah, I'd really double down on this. It's gonna really help you to rank for those competitive keywords. And you can start with directory links and citations just to kind of build a foundation, and then you can go after those kind of higher authority links by reaching out to sites that are in similar niches to you that you can offer content in the form of a guest post, or if you've got a resource on your site that's worth talking about that people would like to link to, you can reach out to sites that say have listicles. So if you were to create some sort of fantastic free resource on how to optimize your supply chain, a massive article about exactly how to do it, there might be articles out there, say top 10 ways to optimize your supply chain, and they might link to your article. That's a very specific case, and I don't know whether that would be if that would work, but that's just an example. I can only upload videos for 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to finish up shortly. But I think just for user experience, the only thing that I noticed really was that on your navigation, you've linked to hashtags in some cases. So here I can see you can't actually click through to suppliers, which is fine, but you might want to create a page for suppliers that has these pages linked on there, because that's going to help build up your relevance for these terms as well. So instead of it just being a hashtag, it can actually take you through to a page which then links to these pages. Because then indirectly you could build links to this suppliers page, and that's going to transfer the authority through to these pages as well. So basically, just to summarize, I think you could do with optimizing your H1 tags and meta descriptions on about 20 pages. You need to think about what your primary target keyword is and try to optimize your homepage for that and variations of that keyword. If you can try and do some keyword research to find out what questions your target customers have, and try and write content that perfectly matches what they're looking for. So this way you can appeal to people in all at every stage of the buyer journey. So somebody somebody might just be searching what is supplier chain management, or how to optimize your supply chain, and then you can build blog posts that answer those queries and kind of direct people to your sales pages. Okay, and just finally, yeah, so I'd really look to double down on your link building. Of the three areas, this is probably the one that jumped out to me the most as being a little bit behind your on-page SEO and your technical. So I'd really be looking to invest in link building for this website. Okay. So if you have any questions, just drop them down below in the comments or message me privately. And again, if anybody else wants me to have a look at their site and provide some actionable tips just like this, just reach out to me. And I've only got 8 more to do now, and I've had some messages already, so the spots are filling up quick if you want to get your chance for me to have a look at your website. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and see you next time.